Hello guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are back here with more Dawning event goodiness to go over. Of course, it is going to be a return of a ton of the Dawning weapons that you might have missed out on last year and everything you want to look at and trying to get them again. And one of the ones we're going to be looking at is, of course, going to be the old Cold Front submachine gun. Now, this is honestly a couple years old now. I think it's been 3 or 4 since this first came out. But honestly, I'm still really baffled at this weapon that it's been that long. There's been so many good 720 RPM aggressive frame sort of SMGs in the game. And this one still doesn't have any god rolls. Like, it doesn't have any of the god tier rolls for a kinetic SMG. It's freaking nuts. Bungie release it every single year and they still haven't updated the perks that much, really. I mean, there is a couple of new ones. In terms of you have the deconstructs, you also have the rewind rounds. I can never say that. Rewind rounds. It's such a tongue twister, but it's got a couple of the decent rolls. But if you look at things like Immortals with target locks, freaking tap the triggers and everything. And then obviously the base stats as well. Like, look at my stability. Oh my god, what is that? Small peen energy, 7 stability. Okay, here's the base stats, of course, on the 2 different weapons. So these are 2 Immortals that I have. One's obviously depth, so I get the extra range. But look at the stat difference. I mean, why on earth Bungie have not gone near the Cold Front and given it something a little bit more spicier? I don't know why, because this thing could honestly be really, really dope. It's one of these sort of hack SMGs. Think of anti-OD and all that sort of jazz. It's really dope in terms of scope and everything. It's just, the rolls are so unforgiving. Even though this will still do decent, it's just, they really need to give this some absolute freaking banger rolls. As I said, even the rolls you can get now, they're kind of nice, but they're like a little bit of a mix between their okay PvP and okay PvE. There's nothing outstanding, I'd say, on the weapon, apart from the rewind and maybe frenzy. But other than that, I'm just looking at it kind of going, oh, why did they not update the rolls? Give it like lone wolf. Even closing time would have been fine. But you know what? Every weapon deserves some time to sun. Even if it is going to be somewhat bad, we got to review it anyway. So without further ado, let's go in with the Cold Front SMG. Alrighty, so we're going to be on the Stairs Plaza with, of course, our little Cold Front that gun. This is going to be the scope and everything on it, and this is probably why stability and everything's going to be kind of bad, because I'm pretty sure this has some decent ass zoom for it. You can kind of tell by the scope in general anyways, but as far as SMGs go, it should be somewhat decent. Was there not a guy here? What the... It should be okay. I'm not going to sit here saying he's absolute ass. It's definitely not best in slot. There's the Strand, obviously, Immortal and everything, but it is a kinetic, so kind of has maybe that going for it. And it is going to be an SMG, so when you're up close and B-stick away, you will be able to shred people. So as far as PvP sort of viability goes, it's an SMG, and that guy's trying to... You trying to snipe me, buddy? But man, you can kind of see... Oh, give me that kill. You can kind of see my stability is so ass. It just goes so far up into the sky. That's yotent. But like, you can hit heads with it, and it's a hack weapon, so it kind of has that, like, of course, nice feeling to it. But I'm just so pissed Bungie have brought this back like 3 times in a row, and they haven't given it the god rolls. I just don't understand. If you're going farming and you're like, oh, I wonder what weapon I kind of want to farm out for it. There's this. There's the freaking... Okay, we need to heal. But there's this. There's the freaking Arento or Glacial Chasm. And there's also freaking Albedo and the new freaking Linear. If you're going to be farming, which one are you going to go for? Waste your time or waste all your freaking gains on? Oh my... The Yotent. But yeah, based off the choices, like, who on earth in their right mind is going to freaking spend all their mats and everything on a Cold Front? A weapon that has, like, legit one of the... Like, some of the worst rolls you can really get. And I didn't even get assist for that. But some of the worst kind of rolls for PvP. It's just... Oh god, would you? Why do you do this? How? Like, surely when you were going, you were like, someone here. Oh my god, there is someone here. That's a shotgun. Man, I'm getting railed. But yeah, surely when they were picking the weapons to come back and everything, I mean, maybe it's just like, obviously, oh, look at this guy. No, we won't because he's so far away. But surely when they were looking at the Dawning weapons, they said, you know what? We could revamp these and give these better rolls. And they could have given this one absolute banger rolls, but nope. Left to legit all the terrible kind of rolls it has. Okay, enough ranting though. That's the Yoten, dude. I'm getting my freaking kill. Enough ranting though. We're gonna try to go ham with our little rampage. I could. The rage. I can't do it. The gun is ass. I can't do it. I never really crap on guns that often because, like, there might be use cases for it where I'm like, oh, this thing actually goes in really well, or maybe I'm just terrible with it and I'm using it wrong and everything. But I honestly don't think I can use this. Oh, try out my friend out. Thank you. Yeah, tickle the booty, boys. 20 damage I did. Tickle that booty, get some kills. But there's like, sometimes there's like real good use cases. So like there's the odd edge case where it like works out really, really well. But I just can't see this doing well, really. Apart from just being a normal ass SMG. It'd be better than the freaking blues. But that's giving it put it at a stretch. And why is their whole team here? Why are you all around that freaking corner? Alright, he's gonna be my Chachu here though. And oh no. Come on, buddy. Oh, it's a sword. Oh, What the? Give me the kill. Give me someone. What the hell? How did I kill the other guy? I was point blank and did he die? Okay, we got an assist for at least. And oh, that's a guy with the freaking... oh my god, he's coming at me with a shotgun! Buddy! Oh my god, I'm so dead. Someone help me out. This thing just gave up and said, screw this guy. I am beelining with this shotty. My god. Yeah, I feel so bad for the weapon because, as I said, this sort of model, like Hake sort of SMGs, they are really dope. And I honestly do think that if this actually had some decent rolls, it'd be a banger. Honestly, if this had some good freaking stability rolls and obviously range rolls and everything, this would actually be a banger of a weapon. But it's the fact that it just gets none of them that, yeah, you're not really going to see this too often. This means, as I said, if you're spending your Dawning Spirit on this, I freaking, oh my god, I'm going to kill myself. But if you're spending Dawning Spirit on this, I feel freaking bad for you because it is such a freaking waste. But yeah, that is a cold front. I mean, PvP, you know what? Okay, it's not too bad, not too bad. PvE is probably where it's meant to be used, but yeah, PvP, this thing is shocking, I'm not gonna lie. Alrighty, time for the PvE side of things though, of course, with the little cold front that go. And this is where I will say it'll be somewhat a little bit better. I think the roll I have too with the rewind. And of course, the Rampage is actually gonna be somewhat decent. It is not old school, it is like the kind of nerfed Rampage where it doesn't do as much damage as maybe like the Huckleberry. But it's still gonna be somewhat okay in PvE. I will still say though that Mortal probably beats this PvE because of the Strand. I mean, kinetic weapons never really do that great anyway, PvE. But the one thing I can give this is that it will have that Dawning Surprise Ardent trait. So if you don't know what that is, basically it has a random chance of giving me a Prezi, and oh my freaking god, I died. This is the shambles of a review. This is by far one of my worst reviews of a weapon ever, and it's not even because the gun is that bad, it's just because of mass Bernie. But yeah, you can't get these like little presents and everything when you get kills with this weapon, so maybe I'll get one eventually. Can I get this freaking proc? My good god, give me a kill so I can get it to proc. I have rewind rounds on this actually as well, so you can kind of see I can constantly sort of spam. Am I ever gonna get a present? Am I ever gonna get a present? Legit, I have the Ardent Trait on. Am I ever gonna get a freaking present? I just need one present, guys. One freaking present. Man, the AoE is just killing everything, so I don't think I'm getting technically the kill with this weapon. Oh, give me this kill. No present. Man, I don't know if this Ardent Trait just is it broken? Am I ever gonna get a freaking present off one of these guys? There we go. Thank you. So this is, of course, gonna be the freaking Dawning sort of Ardent Trait. Let me pick it up. Basically, this to give me cost energy and everything like that. So we just use some of this stuff like this. Wait, my present just disappeared. I think my present disappeared. Oh my god, I was trying to showcase it. This review has been a freaking shambles. It's been an absolute freaking shambles. All right, next time I'm just gonna have to dive straight in. But basically, if you kill a bunch of enemies, you kill like higher, like elite sort of enemies as well, you will get sort of like extra freaking chances of getting the surprise. And it basically just gives you like ability energy and everything like that. So it's not too bad PvE. It is kind of annoying that it is very random chancey. So there's no real way of making sure you kind of get your present. And there we go, like this, and you'll see we got our presents, everything like that. So it's okay. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like exactly god tier in freaking PvE. It's not gonna be anything that everyone's gonna be raving over, but it's an interesting sort of perk and everything. So it's got that it's got that if anything, okay? Everything else is kind of bland on it, so yeah, it's got that freaking going for it. Way bigger fish to fry when it comes to, like, of course, like grinding out for weapons and everything. But as I said, this is so bad. I legit cannot freaking fathom how badly or poorly this freaking review has been going. Oh, just take my Nova Bomb, buddy. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know what is going on. What the hell has happened? But honestly, I think I have like the most simplistic sort of way to review this, because this is actually like such a bad review of the weapon. But all I gotta say is the weapon, it's not worth it. It's just like it's so bad compared to other weapons that you can get in the game in this slot. And it's just, as I said, bigger fish. There's such better weapons to kind of grind out for. As I said, it is kind of... Oh, I'm going to die to freaking drop out. I know it. Oh, give me the present. Thank you. But yeah, you're not going to want to spend any engrams on this. You're only really got to get one of these where you're obviously doing the kind of event pass. Or if you're risking it for the biscuit, you don't have the upgrade. You just turn in engrams in general, and then you randomly get this one. That's the only other way. But other than that, There's no way you should be actually going anywhere near focus farming for this. Alrighty, final boss time finally with this weapon. Thank the Lord it's nearly over, guys. We nearly made it, guys. We've nearly made it. Let's just finish this guy off real quick. Let me get the shotgun in, and we're gonna actually just dump our heavy on this guy. Screw using the gold fund. I mean, I could just try spray him out like this and do some okayish damage, but it's gonna be useless. Oh man, I will definitely say, yeah, this is by far one of the worst reviews. And I've reviewed freaking like blue weapons and green weapons, and this is by far one of the worst weapons I've really used. Like, it's not absolute ass, it's just there's just so much better in the game. Just, why would I ever go near this weapon for PvP or PvE? It's just, yep, it's just one of these where I have no idea why Bungie hasn't given it like any of the new good rolls. Like, they know what the good rolls are. Obviously, the Immortal and everything has them. And there's tons of other sort of like 720 RPM SMGs, but it's just Bungie just refused to update the rolls in this for whatever reason. They could have given it so much more. And but that is it for me. And of course, the Cold Front SMG itself. And as I said, this weapon is just one of those SMGs or one of those weapons in general where it's just kind of mediocre. It's got really bad sort of base stats, I'd say, and there's just so much competition. Obviously, the Immortal is absolutely insane when it comes to SMGs. It's up in the top slot. You got multi-mac up there as well, which is kinetic too. I completely forgot about the multi-mac, and that's also going to be absolute raiding people. So it's just got so much competition. There's nothing really redeeming about the weapon. The only thing I can kind of give it is that Hake weapons always do feel pretty juicy in terms of not even handling and everything, but it's just the kinetic-y sort of sound. Some people love the jam with these or the vibe with these, and I will say Hake weapons, I love them too. They're really dope, and that's the only redeeming factor this weapon has. Other than that, everything else is just kind of average at best. It's pretty terrible, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there is zero reasons, and there is FOMO involved with this weapon, but I honestly do think if you don't get one of these, you won't have much FOMO, because there are so many other weapons you should try to be getting your hands on. As I said, you got the Glacial class, you got, of course, the Albedo for an arc. You, of course, have the new Mistral sort of linear fusion rifle. There's so many better weapons to get from the Dawn event that this just has to be at the bottom, honestly. I'd freaking rather the Zephyr Sword, which only really has cold steel, I'd rather try to get rolls of that before I get rolls of this. As I said, this is just like, it's okay. It's just, it hasn't got much going for it. So it's just annoying to me, though, that Bungie could have given this such good rolls. It's been back so many different times. It's got some like small tweaks and changes in terms of like rewind. But they could have given it god rolls, and they just didn't do it. They just didn't give it the old god rolls. But regardless, if you liked the video, just like, I need some more content, subscribe, have a fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.